We are dealing with the erasure of our people.
This government has been working on destroying tribal societies and institutions for 500 years.
They couldn't stop it from happening. So they would take them from further away and make it harder for them children to leave and go home.
It was my first haircut. I cried when I saw my hair on the floor. Tears still well up in my eyes when I remember the way it laid on the floor. Without my Navajo language, I was broken and unable to celebrate my heritage, to express myself. Taking my identity from me made me very powerless.
The boarding school policy was far-reaching and devastating as any, maybe more than any, because of the complete and utter destruction of the culture.
On the one hand, we have the Navajo as we find him in the desert. Few of these boys and girls have ever seen a white man. Yet, through the agencies of the government, they are being rapidly brought from their state of comparative savagery and barbarism to one of civilization.
The loneliness that came because I could not talk to my mother. And we were not comforted by the boarding school matrons or teachers. The pain and the loneliness and the anger will always be with me.
On the Potawatomi reservation, the families made their living by harvesting pulpwood, and they would go out as a couple and gather and harvest this pulpwood, leaving the older children to watch the younger children. Social workers found out that they were doing this, and they came in and they got almost 200 children. And those parents were charged with child neglect, and they never saw those children again.
I was born in 1959. I was adopted in 1961 by a white couple. They were like a lot of people during that era. My mom just wanted a baby, and my dad wanted to save a poor Indian child.
They were all white kids at my school. So what I would do is I would take toothpaste and I'd put it on my hands and I would rub it on my arms. And I'd rub it on my neck and my face. And even though it burned real bad, it kind of, in my mind, it made me look more white, so I would fit in.
I was pregnant with Bobby, and the welfare kept coming over there and asking me if I'd give him up for adoption.
Before he was even born?
Yeah.
They picked up my children and placed them in a foster home. I think that they were abused in a foster home.
In increasing numbers of tribes, they're turning to what's called customary adoption. If your parents can't provide what you need, we'll substitute a new set of parents, but there's no need to substitute grandparents, aunts and uncles, cousins, siblings. All those people remain intact. So it's like the extended family actually adopts in a new set of parents.